prospect with production and numbers that rival that of Cooper Flagg.
Hoping to help the Hoyas to their first win in Morgantown since 2008. The 54th all-time meeting between these two teams. We are expecting a good one tonight in Morgantown. Sorber's first shot is too strong. Offensive rebound for Drew Fielder, who actually has more offensive rebounds than defensive this year. Epps for three, got it. That's Jaden Epps, one of the lone returners, one of just two guys who actually played last year back on this Hoyas team.
Yeah, it's amazing what balance does. It makes the game a lot easier. I mean, he really had to work for everything he got last year, and he didn't really get to experience winning. Only won 9 games. So good balance this year is going to help.
DeVries' first shot is off the mark. Tucker DeVries for West Virginia. 14 total newcomers. 10 of them by way of the transfer portal. It's just the world we live in.
It is the world we live in, but I also think it explains the lack of expectations coming into the season.
Georgetown, plenty of new faces as well, but the two returners, Fielder and Epps, have been key so far for them. And then a guy like Micah Peavy with the ball right now, who has familiarity with the Big 12 Conference. Played at Texas.
Ed Cooley said he was going to run some flex action, and he did just that. It's amazing. Something that we've all known since we were in 5th grade is highly effective if done correctly, particularly if you get the ball in the post and look to skip.
Year 2 for Ed Cooley is Small. Nice move. Javon Small hits his first triple.
He's such a threat to come off and turn the corner. That defense's retreat and a little head fake just gets the defense to fly by. Gets a wide open one to get started.
Darren DeVries really excited about how Javon Small and Tucker DeVries are learning to play together.
Yes.
And what that space that Tucker gives Small is doing for his game. Looking for the backdoor, DeVries with the steal. Here comes West Virginia. DeVries kicks it out for Small, and again on the pump fake. Short, but an offensive rebound. They go inside, one of the first paint touches. That's Amani Hansberry.
Well, smart recognition, right? You see on the offensive rebound, a bit of a scramble. Defense just takes who they can take. You had the advantage down low, and they were able to capitalize.
There's some physical play underneath Sorber.
Fouls, because now any experience on the floor, if I'm West Virginia, I am finding a way to attack Sorber and get him out of the game because he's that important.
Well, one thing they wanted to do was get bigger in the offseason. They did that, but they're without the freshman Julius Halifanoa, who fractured his left ankle. He'll be out for the foreseeable future. Offensive rebound again. Putback goes. Nice job by Sincere Harris, one of a couple Illinois transfers.
Sincere Harris is really known for his ability to defend, but he also flies. He gets through the lane. He's a great cutter, and that often opens up offensive rebounding opportunities.
Turnover's an early issue for Georgetown, and there's another one. Peavy gives it away. Harris, and he lost it.
As if the ball went up, they tipped it, and all of a sudden everybody filled the stands, showed up. This is good.
Georgetown's maybe their biggest test. Notre Dame didn't go the way they wanted to. Sorber was a little bit under the weather that night, but this is another measuring stick before their schedule really heats up.
Yeah, and I think they're going to settle in here in the first 5 minutes. You just want to get to that under 16 timeout, figure things out, make your adjustment.
Mack with a little floater, rolls off. Sorber fighting for it. DeVries rebounds. Sorber, nice take, and right back to Fielder for the flush.
If you're going to have that size, you've got to be able to attack the glass, especially those ones, the balls that are bouncing around the rim. Just root your way in there into position, keep that thing alive. Sorber did just that.
Averages almost 3 assists per game.
I mean, look, Cooper Flagg and Thomas Sorber, like, they're not just good scorers or rebounders. They're good players. They make good decisions. And as you ask more and more of them, those are the type of guys that step up with more responsibility.
O'Connie, no good. Fielder rebounds. And Mack going to work again. Now Micah Peavy. Peavy bodied, that's a foul, and it'll take us to our first media timeout.
Good start. Good personnel and guys that know how to play basketball. You're going to have success here, as they have already to start the season.
So there was a shot clock issue with the shot clock above Georgetown's basket as the Hoyas turn it on the floor.
3.0?
Not sure what, I've not seen that one before.
I'll tell you, there's nothing more frustrating than when my phone doesn't work, right? Technology that I can't fix.
Nice pass by DeVries and the flush from Eduardo Andre. Their biggest post presence at 6'11" from London, England.
But he was getting DeVries the ball in the post. He's a great playmaker, and he's such a threat that he's going to draw a double team if he's got the advantage. As he does now.
Against Mack, DeVries under control, then overshoots it. Now Epps going to work. Epps inside, does a nice job to cradle it and lay it in.
So I like that from Epps because this is a Georgetown team struggled with a few empty possessions. It feels as if it was like a 10-point West Virginia lead. Georgetown's right there, but they needed a good possession. Just put it on the floor, used his body, and finished one at the rim.
5 points for Epps in this one so far. Micah Peavy almost had a steal.
An opponent think.
KJ Tenner in for West Virginia. Freshman guard from Memphis. Tenner physical, take rims off, Fielder rebounds. Fielder wants the three. He got it.
Both coaches talked about having to defend a pick and pop with a shooting five. It is so difficult, as is the drag ball screen in transition. One of the hardest things to defend in college, particularly when you have a five that can trail the play into an open three.
Just the third three of the season for Fielder. That's something Georgetown would like to do better. Need to shoot the ball at a higher percentage from long range. Step back from Powell, rims off.
It doesn't feel like Georgetown's up, right? Am I alone in this? Like, now it does. But it really felt like for a while there, West Virginia has been controlling the game, getting easier baskets, but Georgetown has just hung in there, and now a couple good possessions, starting with the Epps layup. Really, that was it.
Epps and Fielder have all 13 for Georgetown. And a travel.
You could work for 30 seconds and take a bad one, or you could take the best one you get in the first five. Ed Cooley talked about that. We want to play faster. They practice with a 24-second shot clock, which I love. We should be playing with a 24-second shot clock. Or 20. Do it either.
You really want to shorten it up.
I like the pace of an up-and-down game. Players are better that way.
Double comes, nice hand to Fielder. Looking for the flush, but he's fouled instead.
That's at most positive. If you don't think that matters when you're a top 20 level prospect for the NBA draft, like it absolutely does. Those are the guys that are good teammates. Those are the guys that want to teach and want to be taught. Those are the guys that want to learn. I also like that he's not one of those guys coming into the season everyone talked about, right? He's going to go out and earn it. Although other guys like Cooper Flagg, they got to go out and prove it. First shot. Now, look, let's put the asterisk on there that Georgetown hasn't played the same competition,
yeah.
but so what? Like, you have to understand, like, winning in college basketball is not easy. It doesn't matter who you're playing against. I think carrying the load that came into the season for Cooper Flagg was one of the toughest things, particularly the Kentucky game, how that ended. There's a guy who wanted the ball, and look, the Auburn game, he delivered it and then some.
West Virginia needed that. DeVries the other direction, lays it in. Their first field goal in more than 3 minutes.
Well, they started the game really well, and I felt like they were controlling both sides of the floor. And they went to a second group that lost a little of that mojo. Now they've got to bring it back.
Peavy, a reverse layup, wild shot, misses. Now DeVries looking to tie or take the lead. That's way off the mark. Mack in transition. So shifty at the point guard position, off the mark on his mid-range shot. Ivy League Rookie of the Year last year at Harvard. Quick swing. Powell steps in, rims off. Georgetown's done a decent job keeping the crowd at bay to this point. It's a place that can get going quickly, those. Sorber misses the mid-range jumper.
They have gotten good looks out of the simple flex offense, right? It really is simple. It brings everybody tight, that you know where the screen's coming, but there are options and counters to whatever you take away. But that's a good look for Sorber.
Harris open. Georgetown now on a scoring drought that's approaching 3 minutes.
Well, if you don't think basketball is all about rhythm and flow, have a 5-minute stoppage and then watch how shooting struggles after that.
Trying to get it into Sorber and couldn't. Peavy, nice bounce pass to Sorber, who soars at the rim.
Ball down low. It is really up to the guy covering the passer to take a lot of that away. And Tucker DeVries did a good job of showing high hands, gapping, coming back up on the ball, gapping back. Made it really difficult to throw the ball inside.
Small. Ooh, that's a pretty floater. 5 points for Small. He had a tremendous trip to the Bahamas. Scored 31 against Gonzaga, 26 against Louisville. Long pass, somehow completed and laid in by Hansberry.
That was a bit of a top turnbuckle, high-risk maneuver, but it got through and gave him an easy one, and now we're tied up.
Mack going to work, lost it right to Peavy. That's a physical take from Peavy, but it rolls off. Sorber. Oh, the no-look pass from the freshman.
I mean, there are some things you can't teach, and feel is one of those. It's something that you try to develop as a coach, right? You almost create this environment that facilitates the development of feel. Some kids just have it. Sorber's got that. He's got that.
Rogue Rock Creek.
Legends say these relics hold a great form.
Connie driving. Tough right-hand layup is good.
Interesting group with Tucker DeVries off the floor. You don't have the same amount of space to work with. I mean, he just changes the game with that gravity.
Peavy spinning baseline, kicked out for Williams. Williams with a good take, pinned against the glass though by Andre. Small stepping back. Another one for Javon Small.
Really good response from West Virginia, particularly with Tucker DeVries off the floor. Again, they went to the second lineup and they struggled last night. How in the world did that go in?
Jaden Epps.
I mean, look, like slot, angle, side, yeah, you bank it off okay, but straight away, it's actually a hard shot to make.
13 points for Epps, though. 4 lead changes already in the game.
Well, it's kind of the role Epps had to play last year. I mean, it's going to be easier because of the balance around him.
Harris dribbles through. High floater is short. Epps again.
I don't mind it. Usually a heat check comes after a swish, not a banked in straightaway, but he's been the guy. Good defense.
Small mid-range this time. Had it the whole time and cashes it in.
You know, Malik Mack was right there. He fought over every screen, got back. It was just the last screen where he didn't get back quickly enough. And he did a good job, but it just wasn't quickly enough.
Small into double figures for West Virginia. Mack's three is too strong. Harris rebounds. The Mountaineers do want to run a little bit. Whistle near the... Hey, I knew you were going to get Penn State in. It was...
Yeah, God bless him. It was a good game. Mike Rose has done a good job. Like, he also got on the mic afterwards and was like, this is what we're going to do. That was great.
Fielder pulls down the miss. 25 all with 3:10 to play. Fielder now 6 rebounds. Georgetown has essentially been all Jaden Epps, 5 for 6 from the field. The rest of the team just 4 for 17. Max layup no good. Sorber another offensive rebound and a putback. They have 11 second chance points on just 5 offensive rebounds.
You know, and sometimes that happens when you take tough shots, right? Where you attack and you defense collapse, you just get it up off the rim. And because there's multiple players contesting it, there are offensive rebounding opportunities. I mean, Georgetown's going to be better when they find better balance. They haven't gotten much in transition. They're a good transition team, nothing today.
Small guarded by Peavy, Long on his mid-range attempt. Into Sorber, the double comes and the turnover. DeVries guarded by Peavy. This is a good matchup. Sorber comes to double to Andre, who traveled.
He was going to get doubled, and that was going to create an opportunity for somebody else. It's not as if he was dribbling there to take the shot.
Fresh off 26 in their win over Arizona, hit 8 threes.
I would argue that's more of an indictment on the opponent. No offense.
Mack hits the triple.
That's good to get someone else other than Epps rolling, and he's going to get.
Was really upset with Malik Mack at all, though. He was more upset with the officials.
I don't know what particularly was said, but I still like the little, hey, warning.
Almost given away there by Jonathan Powell. Now Small back to work. Man, he's been good to start the season.
You can't sag too much on those ball screens. I understand why they are, particularly if Tucker DeVries is involved in the ball screen. He's popping, so you want to go under and you get out there to cover DeVries. But they've gotten beat multiple times that way.
13 for Small. Now back to Sorber. Does he have the answer? The double comes. No. Small rebounds. Small pushing. DeVries down the paint. The body control, but the miss. Ned Cooley wants a timeout to talk things over.
Figure it out for 10 games, then we're going to start to judge you. Because I think we define everybody by outcomes and potential, and whether you're living up to the potential or not. And this isn't easy, right? It takes some time to figure out. The talent's there for sure. Also, it depends what you're surrounded by.
Preseason rankings mean less than ever in today's game. 3 seconds to shoot for Peavy, going inside. Tough shot. Rims off and
in slow-mo. It could go either way. All right, now hit the cutter.
No, Connie, 4 seconds and a quick foul by Georgetown. Just their 5th team. Still another to give. Small fouled in the backcourt. Bounder. Into Small, 2 seconds. Small, long shot is no good.
Better spacing is going to do that.
You see those two, 13 each for their respective sides. One concern for West Virginia, just 2 points for Tucker DeVries in that first half. How do you get him going offensively?
You do it naturally. You also play through him. It doesn't mean you have to play to him, right? Playing through him means he's involved, he's an active playmaker, because whether he's scored or not, he's still going to attract attention, particularly if he has an advantage in the post. And this flex has been terrific. They've really had good options within the flex when they've stuck with it and kept the movement.
Epps trying to get right back to work. Too strong, rebound, Hansberry.
You know, they froze Sorber in the post because they wanted to get it there in the flex, but if they continue to operate that, he's going to get a tight curl at the elbow and get another option.
Great ball movement, corner threes. No good from Toby Okani. Good look for West Virginia. on the offensive end. Fielder, it's really him and Epps to start the game for Georgetown, scoring the ball. And now working together. 4 to shoot. Epps getting downhill. Epps scoop layup is good.
Really tough finish. I mean, had the defender just on his shoulder and then kind of used his body to shield the basketball. Tough finish. I also like Fielder in that pick and pop situation. I think it opens up the floor.
Epps up to 15. His season high is 23 against St. Francis earlier this year. Hansberry from long range. And another rebound for Fielder.
It's a good look, and that's how you get Tucker DeVries going. You just get him involved in the contest, and that means, again, playing. I mean, those two understand how to play. They'll figure it out.
Into Sorber. It was when he wasn't looking. He was spinning.
Yeah, playing in the post is almost like an offensive lineman, where technique matters. You know, guards, it's footwork, yes, but ultimately, you make plays. You know, you're going to perfect your footwork. In the post, like, technique matters, and being able to work a guy up the line to allow for that pass to get there, something Sorber's just going to get better and better at.
There's a pick and pop with DeVries in small. Okani now. Harris, 4 to shoot. Deep 3 from small. Fielder tipped it right to Harris. Quick pass across, small, patient shot, rims off. Mack, nice crossover. Inside, Micah Peavy with the putback.
To point out that when we talk about things like NIL and pay for play and all the value that is in college basketball, you have to look back at guys like that and say the value is because of them, right? They helped grow this. They helped build this into what it is that now these kids get to realize a part of. But it's not without Jerry West, Dikembe Mutombo, John Wooden, you name it, Bill Walton, come on. Like, this did
what they have been historically.
Yeah.
West Virginia not quite as far removed. And
no, but in today's day, 2-3 years of struggles, it feels like it's been an eternity. I mean, the expectation of these programs is to win.
Air ball from Mack in the corner here.
They were the juggernaut on a level that you can't comprehend. And I think it's like, do you get back to that? It's like, I don't know. Yeah, I don't think anyone ever does, because that was a different era. So you have to define your own success and establish a culture and identity that is unique and sustainable to you. I do think Ed Cooley can do that. Sure did it at Providence.
And certainly from what we've talked to him, he's up for the challenge.
He's got the personality for it, too.
Turnover.
I think the game has gotten physical, and it has been slowed down a little bit. And that favors Georgetown. I mean, you just look at the floor physically. Georgetown's more comfortable operating. That's why they're running some of that flex, trying to feed the ball inside. Also taking away transition opportunities. That's a good look.
Okani hits it. They had missed 6 straight threes. That is a big one for the Mountaineers.
Look at that. Defense gets extended. If you just break the initial extended pressure, you're going to have wide open opportunities. They found it, just got one to go down.
And the crowd responding to Darren DeVries getting fired up on the sideline. Sorber. Mack penetrating for Sorber, and you see the athleticism on the finish. DeVries, quick 3. All tied at 36. Mack fade away. He hits it, and back and forth we go now.
All right, things are getting fun now. Good push.
Okani. Too strong. Rebound, Peavy.
I don't know about that one, but I like the fact that they're pushing tempo a little bit. Try to put some tempo in this game.
Mack in transition.
I don't think he realizes he missed a lot of his previous shots. And I love that about him. Almost reminds me of somebody.
Is that the guy I'm sitting next to? Small from DeVries. Small with the floater off the glass. And one chance.
Good. There's always been good. You have no idea what that represents. The dedication to people and growing a game. By the way, look at the game from when he started coaching to where it is now. Significant growth.
List of incredible players that he's had at UConn as Mack rises up and misses. That falls really nicely to Fielder, and it's more second chance points for Georgetown. It's 15 in the game.
It's a combination of physicality and movement, right? There's good movement when shots go up. Georgetown's been anticipating, they're attacking, but they're also moving well off the ball, which gets defense chasing it out of position.
13 offensive rebounds per game. That's second among Big East teams so far this season.
Well, it's like Texas A&M, one of the best in the country, get on the offensive glass. They're not the biggest team in the country.
Small, that's block shot. Andre chases
with enough time on the clock to just try to make a play.
.13:30 to play in Morgantown. Home team has won every matchup in the Big 12 Big East battle so far. Nice rebound by DeVries to spin it free for Small. 5-on-4 the other way right now. Peavy is slow to get back. Open three, no good. DeVries, another one, right to Andre for the flush.
DeVries rebounds very well, and it's not because he's a freak athlete. He just has a great feel for basketball. Plays position, anticipates really well, has tremendous instincts.
Inside, blocked by Andre. West Virginia trying to go quickly. Tenor downhill, floats it up and misses, but he's fouled. Only Big East championship. They were in the league from 1995 to 2012 before joining the Big 12 Conference.
I hate to feel all nostalgic, but like sometimes when you watch like 10-year-old tapes, you're like, man, like the game was great. Like it's like
it's all time 27-26, but haven't won.
And I don't see it.
He'll have to take a seat for probably an extended period now. So Fielder at the 5, and
did he really? Well, I don't know. I know they want to clean up screening, but can't take it away completely.
Layup rims out. Nice putback.
I mean, that was above the rim, literally. We overuse that all the time. Playing above the rim. That was above the rim.
O'Connor got the putback. It's the first lead for West Virginia since it was 23-22. Epps working against Harris. Epps inside, misses. O'Connor running the floor, and an easy one for West Virginia.
What a calm guy. He said he never got a technical in his life. I don't know how that's possible.
Four-point lead. Epps deep three, no good. Rebound, Tucker DeVries.
I'm telling you, DeVries is a good rebounder. Doesn't out-jump anybody, but he times his jump perfectly. Instincts help.
7 rebounds tonight for him. Just 5 points, but he's had an impact on this game for sure.
Look for these shot opportunities in the corner. West Virginia's been able to break down this zone, get the ball inside, and then look corners.
Small, contested. Got it! For Javon Small. Fielder can't answer. Small has the rebound. And a foul against Malik Mack.
Once you get it rolling, you can become the aggressor, start to push tempo, make Georgetown play your game the same way West Virginia's kind of had to play according to Georgetown's terms.
Javon Small loving life as a Mountaineer so far. He is off to an excellent start.
Oh, boy. The guys that are going to get the biggest paycheck, but the guys that are going to come in with a chip on their shoulder and help part of a rebuilding process for a very good program.
And now how does Georgetown respond? Their first road game, another block shot. Peavy corrals it though. Peavy back to work, 10 on the shot clock. Sorber, he had to come back into the game. Mack, 2 seconds, turnover.
Defense has really picked up from West Virginia, really spurred by their offense. Some teams get jacked up by scoring, and then their defense picks up. Other teams build off their defense.
Trying to extend this 14-0 run. DeVries likes this matchup. Leads in and gets it to go. They've made 5 straight shots.
I mean, this is the test that you want if you're Ed Cooley. First road game, and you are being tested. Good pass. Good
got
pass.
It finally in the form of the freshman Caleb Williams.
Yeah, but it came from Sorber, and it didn't come with a delay, right? A lot of times that ball gets in the post. They wait, take a breath, try, look, and then make a late pass. He anticipated who was going to be open, made a quick touch pass.
It's a Washington, D.C. product. Good feed back doors, a push.
Guys like Dick Vitale, it's been remarkable to be a part of it, right? To the point where it's become unifying, right? As a player, you saw it, and now as a broadcaster, it's kind of become unifying to be a part of Bee Week and what it represents. And understanding that Jim Valvano's legacy is far more than anything he did in basketball.
Yeah.
As is Dick Vitale, right? Like, made this industry for us, and he does more with his celebrity outside of basketball for things that matter than I could ever imagine.
Georgetown trying to crawl their way back into this one. Down just 7. Out to Sorber, extending his range. No. Rebound West Virginia.
I think that 4th foul for Sorber was a killer. It really just took him out of the game by force, right? You know, sometimes you got to take a guy out. You want to give him a break. He's not really playing how you want to play. You really needed him in that stretch run, and you didn't have him because of that foul that I'm not a fan of, but I also go back to the first foul. You got to be smart. They all matter. I wish you just gave him 6.
DeVries thought about pulling that one.
Peavy's defense is tough. That is Peavy.
Micah Peavy, a year at Texas Tech under Chris Beard, then 3 years at TCU under Jamie Dixon. And now one of the leaders of this Georgetown team. Into Sorber, quick layup misses. You could see the frustration from the Hoyas bench. That was a look. They'll take every possession.
I think Eduardo Andre he's influencing shots. He's blocked a few. He had a big block earlier in the second half. But he's influencing shots, even speeding you up. Defense.
Peavy going the other direction for Mack. Bounce pass forward. Williams blocked. West Virginia 3rd in the nation in blocks. They've got 6 today, about a half below their average. Inside Andre. DeVries steps into one. And Andre first. Caleb Williams wanted the dunk. And another layup misses, but a late whistle.
I think they're good wins. I think, again, it goes back to the point where it's like you don't know what to expect from them, so you just kind of roll with whatever you get. And you go, wow, 3rd place in that field is pretty darn good.
Top 20 in the nation in strength of schedule to this point in the season.
Well, you get yourself in the right MTE, and yeah, you'll have it.
7 to shoot for Small. Working on Peavy. Gets around Peavy, floats it up, and what a play by Small. 21 for Javon Small.
He just has the ability to get a shot up. And sometimes that's all you can ask for is just get one up at the late clock situation. There's a steal.
Harris the other way. And he's fouled by Epps in transition. Veteran team. They essentially have two upperclassmen in their rotation. Where do you look to for answers right now if you're Ed Cooley?
I think Epps is there. I also don't mind. The game's still close. If you get a stop here, I wouldn't mind looking back at that flex. They've gotten great skip options when they've thrown the ball in the post. And if you can get Sorber curling tight, look out. You just felt that one. I mean, anytime I shut up, I think something good's going to happen. So
back to a 9-point lead.
Careful with the handoff and ball screen with Sorber.
Williams in the corner, no. And Small is going to slow things up here for West Virginia.
Again, I go back. DeVries doesn't hit that shot. You can be more patient if you're Georgetown. He makes that shot. Now you feel like you've got to press.
A nice pass from DeVries across to Harris. Floats it up. Beautiful offense from the Mountaineers. Darren DeVries imploring his defense. One more stop here with 2:20 to play. Mack going baseline out for Peavy. Epps, long distance. A whistle. I believe they're going to get Small here pushing.
Listen, not an easy finish, by the way. Understanding, look, Sorber's got 4 fouls, but tough finish.
Williams trying to bounce pass it to Peavy. Another inbound.
And if that's the rule, a lot of rules I don't think are good rules.
Williams, another open three. Got that one. Georgetown had
6 fouls, so something like that doesn't impact the game. Because I like the energy and the passion that you get from jawing at one another. I'm actually okay with it so long as it's kind of within the confines of a good contest.
Yeah.
I also think it gets a crowd amped up. Sometimes it's a big play. Sometimes it's a little chatterbox.
10 to shoot. Small with the ball at the logo. Working with DeVries. Small, 4 to shoot. Steps back over Epps. Makes it in! Just the night it's been for Javon Small, who has 24. Taken away. O'Conney flushes it. The Mountaineers closing the door on this one. That put O'Conney at the
one did earlier in the game. And then the run out and dunk. That's nice.
Nice shot by Peavy.
He's got that too. I think you really have to be impressed with West Virginia. Being able to kind of weather the storm of a physical, slower game and then pick up the pace. Playmaking and shot making's been there.
Javon says so.
I think there's a lot to learn from this if you're Ed Cooley and crew. A lot of potential here with this group. If Sorber doesn't get that 4th foul, different story. Because he's got that in his game.
Well, Ed Cooley talked to us today. Seton Hall, Big East play in full swing. For West Virginia, they are going to have a chance to match last season's win total.
Yeah, it's wild.
Before they get too big.
I think what Ed Cooley's doing, especially after last year, you have no idea how difficult it is to be at Georgetown and win 9 games. Actually, I do. I played at UCLA, 2 of the worst school years in school history, so it's tough.
Scramble for the ball. Small takes it away. And Small will hold it up and let the crowd celebrate. Well, fresh off 2 top 25 wins in a